Good afternoon. Excuse me. Today is Saturday, the 21st of February, 2026, and the time now is 24 minutes past 12 p.m. in the afternoon. My name is Honest John, the son of John O'Sullivan, and I am a boxer, prize fighter, pugilist. Before I continue with this video, I'm going to read Psalms 23 at the beginning and at the end of this video, just to give it the blessing and protection. Psalms 23, the Lord is my shepherd, a psalm of King David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Thank you. Now, we're now in 2026, like I said moments ago. I think it was last year, 2025, but early last year. Well, the middle of the last, middle, early to middle of last year. So it could have been April, May, or even June. I'm in Hounslow. Now, Hounslow is in Greater London, in England, in the United Kingdom. It's just a borough or ward or area or district, whatever you want to call it. You may have, you may not have heard of it. People assume that everybody's heard of Hounslow, and they haven't. When they say everybody, they're just talking about like Twickenham, Isleworth, Brentford. But in England, even England, there's places in England, but you've never heard of Hounslow. Like in Coventry, yeah, Ipswich, Hartlepool, Newcastle, even Newcastle. They're British people. They are British. We've never heard of Hounslow because they've always lived there. Like we've always lived here, isn't it? In Hounslow, we haven't always lived there in Hounslow, but in London or great in London or outside London, but we haven't. We don't. Like, there's places in Newcastle we've never heard of here. They got like to them it's famous. Like, we've got big hair. They got big there. They said yeah, they got there. Yes, that. So you might not understand that, but it's just anyway. So yeah, I think it was last year. So I go training. Like I said, I'm a boxer, prize fighter, pugilist, and God is my witness. I've got to bring God into it, Jehovah into it. But I kept seeing this van. I kept seeing this van, and it had this lovely painting or painting on it of this. I think it was um, Afro-Caribbean man, but I think the Afro-Caribbean man was British Afro-Caribbean. That's what I suspect, and he was with an Englishman on the side of this van, and it caught my eye, it caught my eye image, it caught my attention because of the Afro-Caribbean man. Because I don't really see many vans in London with Afro-Caribbean man, like a lovely painting on the side of the van. It's quite rare. Maybe there's loads and loads and loads, but I have not seen them. So that's the first one I've seen recently. So it caught my attention. So as time went on. So that I first saw the van say 2 years ago. So in 2024, around the corner there on another road. I think it's around the corner there, Milford Crescent or Milford Road, one of the roads, Milford Crescent, Milford Road. So I thought, let me go and inquire and speak to the person who owns this van to say to them, it's such a lovely van, such a good, nice van there. Because I'm like that. I've got that inquisitive, curious mind. I like to find out the story behind it. Is it part of like a film production thing? All the things I like to know. Is it part of a film production thing, or is it is it is it just for this year? I feel like is it just for this year? Is it part of it? Is it a promotion? 6 month promotion? I like to all that things I like to know. Yeah, so it's interesting. I find it interesting to know what's going on in the world or just what's going on in London, England. Anyway, I knocked on this door right at the top. Then this Englishman opened the door and he said, I said to him, "Oh, is that your van?" Because the van, that same van I'm talking about, was outside, but it wasn't directly outside. But it was a bit further down. It was about maybe like 10 seconds further down. He said, "Oh no, it's not. It's not me. It's them down there." And the way he said it's them down there, no disrespect to the man, the gentleman. He's a gentleman, but no disrespect to him. Maybe for negative, I felt negative the way he did it. God, like I said, Jehovah God is my witness. Jehovah God is my witness. I'm going to read Psalms 23 at the end again. But he said the way it's down there. So I thought, The way he said it now, I can't dictate the way people behave or the body language, how they want to express themselves. But I always go up that road. Like it's named Milford Crescent, Milford Road. Um, when he said, "Oh, it's down there," I thought it was probably it was nothing to do with him and the way he said it, but I felt negative. I think maybe it was because the whole of the band thing and that I've seen it for the last 2 years. So I thought maybe I thought, well, I shouldn't have really gone and inquired about it. But I think maybe as I was standing there, I'm 56 years old. I'm a big man. My son's 28. I thought maybe I shouldn't have gone and not asked inquired about it. Maybe it was really not that important. So I started to regret doing it. And I thought, well, maybe it wasn't such a good idea. But anyway, so that was fine. So he said it down there. I went down there, but I didn't go inquiring anymore. I just left it. But as time when I went training again, I felt negative. You see, felt negative on that road. As I got round there, I felt negative, yeah, because of what that experience there. Felt negative, yeah. So I think basically, I think some people like boxing, some people don't. That's the way it is. I even think around there, because people think, oh, because it's Hounslow, there's Feltham and there's Twickenham. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because I think they tried to say, oh, let me just think what they're trying. They're trying to say that areas that have a notoriety or are well known for certain things that the men are very masculine. And no, it doesn't necessarily mean that. No, no. You're just making an assumption. You're just assuming that's the case. They might not be interested in boxing. They might not have no interest in sports at all. They might not be interested in sports. They might be more interested in automobiles, like cars. Yeah. Or their scooters, those e-scooters. They might be interested in e-scooters because there's a lot of them. I used to see a lot of them a few years ago. I don't see them so much now. I see a few. I see one pop about every 3 weeks, but 2 3 years ago it was common. See, it was all the time. There's e-scooters. So maybe they're more into like electronics and technology. But they're not interested in sports. Maybe they're not because, like I said, you got like in England, United Kingdom, you got Coventry, Ipswich, Macclesfield, yeah, Hartlepool. You can't just say England is all the same. No, it's not. People like even like in Hounslow, Feltham, their thing might be rugby, but there's rugby Twickenham ground. So obviously the rugby Twickenham ground, they've got to be saying to people around there, come to the ground to watch rugby. It's a big stadium there. They're Twickenham. They've got a big statue outside. Maybe they're saying to everybody here, it's rugby. So maybe they're all rugby people.